Should we have a what would, but somebody who's been on the challenge who's a vet that's never won before?
Absolutely.
You're looking at me like you know who I'm going to say.
Of course, yeah.
What would Nelly do?
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
Sure, absolutely,
okay.
Yeah.
Because he had that bad car accident, so he's not going to be able to be on the show. Likely he would have been cast. We got to go with what would Nelly do?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, what do you think Nelly would do?
He would.
What up, Challenge fans? We are Final Alliance Podcast. We just watched episode 1 of the Challenge 39, Battle for a New Champion, titled Teamwork Makes the Perfect Work.
Yep, and you know what? I'm not mad at this title. So
right, they used a line that was said in the episode. Sure.
Yeah, no, sometimes I'm like, oh, this is so lazy or blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Good title. I'm okay with it.
Absolutely. And my first thoughts on this, immediately about 10 minutes in the episode, we were watching together, and you guys know this. We watched episodes together, and then we immediately film after on Wednesday nights. And I thought, this is more entertaining than what we've seen recently. Immediately.
What? What are you talking about?
Like, USA 2, I find this episode already, I was more entertained.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm with you on there. Yeah. No, it's good. But first things first. I mean, it's good to be back. We've done the preview, whatever else, but no, it's good to be back that we're into our, like, MTV type of production, not MTV, CBS, not whatever else. So, it's good. I mean, I have
a different feel on MTV for sure.
Yeah, I have criticism to it, but we'll go through this through the entire episode. But, yep, we're back.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Not mad at it. Happy to be back. It's been quite a little hiatus that we've had. So
yeah.
Happy to be back. 24 contenders. All of them have never won before, but none of them are rookies.
Yep.
Now, some of them have been on, offshoots like Challenge Argentina, UK, Australia.
Yeah.
But everybody has been on the challenge in some way before.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's won.
It makes it interesting, though. I mean, because you still are looking at the ones that are at, like, 3-time, 4-time, to we talk about this all the time, like, pay attention to what's going to happen. They kind of know what producers are going to do against the ones that are, like, their first time ever on the show. And I think in this episode, you kind of see this a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, they definitely highlighted Big T, Berna, from the start, from the jump. It starts, and I don't want to go through everything because you guys watched the episode, but we will quickly just kind of recap. They had that overnight staying in the arena. Finally, TJ's there. Tells them that they have to go get dressed. They're going to do the challenge.
Was it overnight stay weird?
Well, because you didn't watch the preview episode.
No. Okay.
So they started, and they were, like, just waiting for TJ, and then they found out that there was, like, a kind of a mini challenge.
Okay.
Where they had to, like, open this box, and it was, like, their sleeping gear and champagne, and they all just kind of visited and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I think it was more of, like, the champagne that we're just going to go nuts with the champagne, douse ourselves with champagne, and then fall asleep in the gear.
Right, and they played, like, spin the bottle. And
yeah, okay, anyway, like yeah. So, all right.
What I will take away from that was when I was watching certain people wake up, reminded me of camping after you've had way too much to drink and you're waking up and you're so like dehydrated and tired and like you're up earlier than you would like to be because like the sun woke you up.
Yeah.
I kind of was getting that vibe, and then I was just reminding myself of how much I hate camping.
Yeah. And then you just compare TJ to the sun, so which I'm not mad at. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. He's just the best. Yeah.
Find out. This is confusing to me. So there's going to be one winner.
Mm-hmm.
The final is worth $300,000, but then there's opportunity to win. Is it an additional $50,000 or up to? Or I'm sorry, an additional $500,000 or up to $500,000?
You can keep bank. It's going to bank. So I think that 300 is guaranteed
if you win the final.
But they have to starting off with like in this episode 50,000, and we'll figure out when the bank's going to happen. So it could be up to 350. But didn't he come back and say like the top 3 will get paid out too?
Right.
Okay. All right.
So yeah,
I want to make sure
top
that
3 you will get prized award.
But it is not like what he's trying to say is it's not going to be a team competition type of thing.
Right.
A final alliance like you and I have.
Yeah. Set our name. Final alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's gonna be one winner, like when Carl won, which I'm down for that. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah,
one winner.
Yeah,
there's 3 levels. Level 1 is control,
and
they're all working as a team to earn money.
Mm-hmm.
Level 2 is chaos.
Yeah,
where they work to protect the money they've earned, which so far it's going to be a while before we get to level 2 since it didn't work out this round.
Yep.
And then level 3 is the conquest to earn more money.
Okay. Yep.
All right, cool. So they're all working as a team. They have 10 minutes, which seems short, to complete this challenge.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've done this so many times. Like, would you want to do this? And this is something I think you would want to do. I don't want to speak for you, but I mean, I think you'd want to do this challenge, and I think you'd. Do you think 10 minutes would?
Maybe, I don't know. These kind of things remind me of like forced like team bonding things, like when they take it out like Camp Big Lincoln. And
Yeah.
You know, and it is kind of like what Berna said. She's like, I want to talk. Can somebody? Nobody's listening, and like a couple people are trying to be in charge. A lot of too many people are being in charge. In those kind of environments, I'm happy to just, I'll be a soldier, tell me what to do.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this, and I think the smart thing was obviously it's because everyone had to be up out of the pit.
Right.
I think there should have been a couple soldiers is not the right word at this time, not the right word, but a couple people to make foot marks on the side over and over again that they could climb up on the side. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, but there was like a plexiglass kind of.
Was there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe and good for the producers for thinking ahead. I didn't see that. I just thought like that's a way, or you know what? But there's not plexiglass where they have to pull them up.
You and that might not be the right material.
You can still think about when they have to do punch through the wall type of thing, and they have to climb up.
It was like a black shiny.
You can still punch the wall right in front of you, not at the side.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't matter. I mean, 10 minutes, yeah. And they said those things were heavier than it was, and they got everyone up.
Like I predicted them to be about the weight of a volleyball pole, which those are heavy enough.
Sure.
But I didn't lift them. Maybe they were 50 pounds. I don't know. It's called hole control. They all go into this hole. How deep do you think that water was? Waist deep?
Maybe.
Muddy water?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
They got to get out with the poles. Make the puzzle. Seems simple enough. But when you have that many people, it's just without a said plan, and they don't really know each other. I would imagine they were not expecting them to be successful in this way.
I don't think the producers of this thought they were going to be successful at all. No, not one bit.
I also thought when they so Corey Lay is very tall.
Okay.
And when I watched them pull him out and there were still like 4 guys left, I was like, they should have waited for him because he's the tallest.
Yeah.
You don't have the tallest person last. You know what I mean?
No, I completely agree with everything you're saying. What I'm going to say is, like, I have no idea how they can communicate because I've never watched the show, but this entire episode was like what I imagine like Bridgerton is. Is that a show? Remember that show?
Yeah.
Where they all have accents or whatever. I don't watch shows with accents. Unfortunately, because my love for you and this show, we're gonna watch it. These people all have accents.
I like them.
I could care less to listen. No, I don't. And how do they understand each other?
Probably to them.
But it's our show.
It's your show.
What? This isn't.
I mean, it's TJ's show.
It's TJ's challenge. It's definitely sorry, I digress. Yes, it's TJ's challenge. It's his challenge.
I do like all the accents. Like I have a kind of a tick where like you've seen me do it and heard me do it. Like someone will say a word and I have to like repeat it and try to repeat it the way that they said it.
I don't want to hear their accents. I don't
like it.
That's the no.
Anyways. Yeah, it did work out. They did work together. Some people were feeling unheard. Some people maybe allegedly didn't carry their own weight. Strategy wasn't great, specifically with the puzzle. Didn't earn the 50,000. And then they got to figure out somebody that they're going to vote to go in. Potentially, he said, deliberate on who we may put into the arena.
Yeah.
I did like, and I'm still learning names because there are some people I don't know. I think his name's Siren?
Oh, no, you don't.
I liked him. He's a former military. He's
kind of
got like Kyle vibe with all the tattoos. Seems like a decent human being.
Said that in the preview, but no. Yeah, he's the guy with all the tattoos all the way down. No, I'm out.
I liked his thought process on like just trying to like come up with a plan, like, and people listen to him. Okay. We get into the house. Jay gives the speech, and your scoff was so loud.
I can't. Yeah.
Who should have given the speech? So usually it's like a Bananas, and if Bananas isn't there, it's like Corey's done it. I think Nellie's attempted it. Who other than Jay should have given the speech? I thought it wasn't bad. It rhymed and stuff.
That's not bad.
And then Hui just jumped in and was like, here's what we do in Argentina. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's not a bad point. Who else should have done it? Maybe Jay should have. He's been there, 3 times, 4 times, whatever else?
I think 3 or 4.
Yeah. It's not bad. Kind of knew what he was doing. And then who jumped in?
Hui.
Hui?
That's her name, yes.
She's like, this is what we do in Argentina?
Yeah, and she's like, we do this, and this, and this. And I was like,
that's
don't
the
get
thing.
Me wrong,
like,
she's sweet, but I'm like, honey, no.
You're not gonna lie. My scoff was like strong, but then she came in, and I was like, ugh. Like now you're making Jay look good.
You don't get to jump it. Like,
yeah.
But none of them are winners. They're all not rookies. I don't know. There still are levels.
Jay's wasn't bad. I just didn't expect it. I'm not a Jay fan. I mean,
you are not no.
At all. But you're not wrong that. Who else to give it? And
Big T gave like a little like, yay, we're here on like the preview episode.
Not her either. I think more like I was like, I don't want to hear Jay talk. But then this Hui came in and I was like, jeez, you are elevating him to another level. But okay, all right. So yeah. But you're not wrong. I'm glad you caught that when we were watching it.
Can we take a moment on Ed's interview look?
What do you mean?
I don't know if it was animal print or flames or something, and he had his hair long and down, kind of like wet but not wet. It was giving WWE.
Okay, yeah, he wears his hair down during his
confessional.
Yeah, confessionals. But yeah,
he pulled back like for the challenge. I was like, oh, yeah, he's handsome.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's. I mean, we've
Big T's interview look with the fluffy sleeves is really pretty.
Yeah, you really like that. You said like I like that look. I was like, yeah, it's okay. Purple, right? Yeah, she was in purple.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Ed looks good in that. I think in our preview I said that he's only going to last like 1.5 episodes, but I think he's going to go further.
Yeah,
because
he has potential.
He didn't have too much camera time on him, and like I said, we always say like, pay attention. The producers will lead you to where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And so who gets the most camera time is either going to be the person that's in control or the person going to be cut either that episode or the next episode. So,
right.
Yeah.
Berna's all upset. First about her room.
So keep in mind the producers will lead you. They will lead you. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
So first she's upset because like no one's listening to her.
Mm-hmm.
I get the frustration. Then she wants to room with Michelle because they have a relationship of sorts because they've done a season together.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle's basically like, I feel like nicely lying to her, like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Like,
yeah, she's
already got her room. And so she ends up rooming. It was like Colleen, Raven, and Jessica. And I was like, honestly, that doesn't seem like a bad room. Like, you could potentially team up with these people and have numbers. Because they're all like kind of the same amount of new with her.
Seemed way too much.
But yeah, then she got like very in her head and frustrated, and I don't know.
But the okay, it's one thing to be like, okay, we have DM'd each other, we're on the show, or we are traveling together to the show, and we're gonna do this, and we're going to do whatever else. And then somewhere along the ways, like our rooms or whatever. We're not in the same room. But to pull yourself away from the initial night or nights,
right,
or after challenge, and to be in the bed and crying, sobbing over it, that's not cool. Like there's something wrong there. Like there's other competitors you could be that you could connect with or whatever else. Like in a heartbeat.
I think she's just passionate.
Okay.
I don't know what I don't think she's a sucky person or anything like that. But I think she is more of a reactor.
Reactor's good.
Reactive.
Reactive is good. I think it's more of, yeah, I wanted to be here, and I don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
And I think that's when I
thought
said
I was going to have better relationships coming in, and then I see that, yeah.
And I think that's why I said, like, pay attention. They will lead you in the direction that you need to go. So,
Big T had a funny. She was all like, I don't really have a master plan. And in an interview, she's like, I'm actually aligned with this person, this person, this person. It looked like the Brady Bunch. She's like, I'm kind of full on a Wes. Which, I'm always going to love, like, because I love Wes. And she's like, I don't have a master plan. And then she goes over and talks to Melissa, and she's like, okay, so I have a master plan.
Yeah.
And she wants to get the guys out.
Yeah. That never was
going to work out. Yeah. I understand the thought process of it, though. I really do, because it's happened time and time again. And I'm thinking of more retro seasons, but it has happened where they're like, get out the women, get out the women, get out the women. So I get her thought process, but I don't see it happening.
No. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is, honestly, and why. And I don't ever want to come off like sexist or anything like that, but it's always weird. Like they'll try this in Big Brother, and it never works out.
Right.
They've tried it in Go Back, so don't come down on me, people on YouTube. Go back on things of like challenge on islands and everything else, and females kind of they turn on each other for some reason. I don't know why, and I mean, I don't know why it happens. And Big T just being like, yeah, right away, just you need to kind of wait till the numbers are on your side more,
right?
And then
Raven makes that point,
and then yes,
or somebody did. I think.
And then when the numbers are on your side, then you go, hey, you know what would be a good idea?
Or Nearies.
Yeah, that's when you do it, not right away. It's tough to do kind of an alliance right away.
But they also, and because they don't know the game, I almost wonder if it's, because someone did say Girls' Day, Guys' Day, like we want to make it a Girls' Day. So I wonder if because it was episode 1, they're like, okay, whatever we do, then that means it's going to offshoot. So the next one could potentially be a Guys' Day. So we just got to make this one a Girls' Day, so the next one, you know what I mean? Because they just didn't know the rules yet. But
when you know the rules, wouldn't you just be like, okay, and then you talk to like
your peeps?
Yeah, a couple guys. You go, we are not. We want you guys to all vote in these girls or whatever, and it doesn't matter. But I mean, you start to learn the game, and then you go to the guys that you want and go, we're not voting you in next week, but we'll vote in these people if you vote with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then keep going back and forth till we eventually, and you go till eventually we have to turn on each other.
Yeah,
that's what you do. So
let's see here. All the guy, Room of Men is talking about Berna, as a potential person to put in.
Yeah.
Then Huey goes to talk to Berna, and Michelle's there, and he's I think trying to be encouraging, and she keeps telling him to stop screaming.
Yeah.
And he was very obviously not screaming, and that frustrated me. I don't like when people tell calm down, stop yelling. That's the vibe I got from that, and I'm like, I think he was trying to help you out.
Yeah.
And you don't want to also this is your friend, and this is you don't want to piss him off either, because then you're really screwed.
Well, they alluded to she's either going to the shower, coming back from the shower, she's in a robe, and they're saying her name, and then she comes back, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh dang, it's going down, and it didn't. I know. So soon. So he has to tell her to calm down. And no, you don't. Yeah,
I don't think he said calm down, but she told him to stop yelling. Yeah, he was very obviously not yelling. Michelle and Callum are talking. Man, she does not know how to pick them. She's had bad in the challenge like choices. I feel like because there was Fessy. I think there might have been somebody else, but I can't remember. And I mean, it is very like red flags waving so hard. Like, she's like, well, do you or do you not have a girlfriend? And he's like scratching his face and he's like looking away and pausing and he's like, no. And then we don't see anything, but it's alluded that something happened because they were up very late together, you know, and he's like, she's beautiful and she likes, I don't know if he said she likes a party. It was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, she lives at the Jersey Shore, and I love that because that was my favorite show growing up. Yeah. Weird.
Right. Like, can we pause here and talk to the people that are watching on YouTube and Facebook? I don't know what's going on with Callum's and his tattoos, and I know it's on his, because I paid attention, it's on his right side. But I would like you all to go to your text messages, and when you go to emojis, and you go to the time, like the ones you use the most, and look at the top 3, and don't think they don't match those tattoos. You'll lose your mind because they will match those top 3 right there.
Really?
Just don't scroll in. Just look at the tattoos and be like, oh my gosh, that might be the top 3 right there that I have. Yeah.
I guess I really didn't pay that much attention.
Oh, I did. 100%. He's got 3 over here, and I was like, that's all I could think about. I was like, if I went to my timeline of.
Maybe they are. Maybe there's a story there.
Maybe it's like these are the 3. These are the only 3 I give. These are the only 3. It would be crying face, sunglasses, and a heart. Who knows? Yeah.
What are your like typical like most often emojis?
Oh, it probably would. Well, no, it wouldn't be sunglasses because I'm not mad at people. Sunglasses are usually like me just being a smart ass, being like cool guy, whatever else. Like laughing one, but a lot more would be like, not anymore. Not anymore. Because I haven't sent any. But it usually a black heart and a yellow heart for the Iowa Hawkeyes. But it's not happening anymore. It's not happening anymore.
That was really frustrating.
It's not happening anymore. But usually it's a crying face because I'm usually excited about something they
like
do.
Like the dead, like the skull. Like
yeah, I don't do that one. No, I'm not dying, whatever else. But, I do this one. I do the female.
Yeah, I do that one all the time.
Yeah, or this.
I don't know.
Or that, yeah. But it's always a female. When they're like, what is a female?
The finger pointing.
Yeah.
Because I apparently just don't know all the time. So I'm either like, this guy.
So go back and watch the episode. Who knows? He might have the emoji doing this or whatever else, or the lady just doing whatever. I'm telling you.
My mom gave me the upside down smiley face the other day. Like just like being silly. And I'm like, I think she knows emojis better than me.
Oh. You didn't be like, what's going on here? Like, hey.
Like, it was just kind of like, oh, like something about something silly. And I was like, look at you guys.
Yeah, look at you. Good for her. Yeah. Anyway, that's why I think he's got the tattoos going on. Yeah, but anyway, Callum and Michelle up till 8 a.m.
Well, and then he says that it wasn't his fault because she's like really pretty. What? I'm sorry that it wasn't my fault that I cheated on my girlfriend, allegedly, because she's like really pretty.
Yeah, he also said like he also said she's like aggressive or like whatever else. Didn't he say something like that? It doesn't matter. I don't care about it. I don't care what he said, aggressive, whatever else. He did what he did. He knows it, and then they have to show him and he's
on the phone. He's like blowing
kisses. Oh, the kisses the computer screen. What a dork! Like seriously.
He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna be single. That's what you're gonna do.
You're at this point. He knows he's screwed up, so he's just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
because like
that
doesn't exist yet
until one of them go home. Yeah, until one of them go home. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah.
I feel bad for that girl though. Deliberation. I was impressed by Nerys kind of standing up and putting forth like just kind of being a leader and like saying her perspective, which was I don't remember, but I know I was impressed with her. I just get really distracted because she's really pretty.
Yeah.
And it's not my fault.
Yeah. No, that's not your fault.
It's not my fault that I don't remember.
No, she was good. But the thing is, like, the best part about that is that's the beauty of this show right now, and I'm giving it its flowers, which I really wanted to crap all over it. But someone like Nerys to be like, acting like a veteran. To be like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this and blah blah blah. So like, where before that would be a Corey, Ashley, Bananas, Nani, everyone else. So 1 year, 2 year, whatever else, it's right away. Of course, I'm like, I don't. The usual suspects aren't here. I don't care about it. Whatever else. But when you got the newer ones taking over and kind of like directing the traffic to where what Bananas, Nani, Corey would want you to do, to be like, just do it for the producers. Be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, she did a good job.
Yeah. Callum stepped in it again. They were like, or he was blaming the women for why they lost, and then she said something along the lines of, "Well, what if they mess up again?" And he's like, "Well, don't mess up, or be better, or something like that."
It be better.
It was not good. Berna apologizes to the group. Just, I'm sorry, I've just been kind of whatever. I'm sorry. Okay. And then Jessica, I don't even know. She's like, I've heard my name a couple times.
This gets sad.
And she had said in her interview that she's like, people underestimate me because of my size, but like, I'm actually like really good, right? Then she's in the Deliberation, and she's like, I'm small. I'm not very strong. I don't really care about the buddies, but like, I'm happy to help. I just don't want to go home first. Like,
yeah.
It just, I felt bad how that went down. That was not good. It was just, like when you just start saying something and you keep talking and you're like, oh God, I'm making it worse. I'm not.
Oh yeah, that's 100% what was going down. Yeah, in her head.
Like, it just kept going. Yeah,
I'm not good looking whatsoever. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Go to the arena. I love so much that they had to vote out loud in person.
Yes.
At the arena.
Yeah. Don't know how long it's gonna last, but I like it. Yeah.
I mean, there's been so much of the, the secret ballot. There were the iPads. There were the, hit the button. There was the ball.
The ball thing that we did. Yeah. Still
kicking it old school. Just out loud.
Say the name out loud.
Like it.
You said my name out of your mouth, and you can't lie about it. You can't say like, oh yeah, you can't. There's no burn vote, or you can say a burn vote, but yeah.
And everybody did. That's the one thing about this, though, is when how everybody, like, you see how everybody's voting, you're like, I'm not going to say anything else to potentially rock the boat, instead of having like a behind the scenes, we're all going to vote a certain way. So everyone just said Jessica, except Horacio said Big T. And Big T had come up a couple times in different side conversations because she is the most experienced in the house, and people think that she's scheming and up to something. So it was either her or Michelle. I'm sorry, not Michelle. Her or Melissa were brought up because Melissa's her friend, and they're like, right hand woman. So Horacio votes Big T, but it was, other than that, it was, all the other votes for Big T.
Yeah. Yep.
Then Jessica gets to pick who she wants to go against, and she goes for Big T.
Big T. Yeah.
Which then I got nervous because I'm like, oh, I've missed Big T. I really hope she doesn't go home. But I did kind of like Jessica, and I was kind of like, other than that weird speech, I thought that like she could have had potential.
Okay.
But it was going to go down, and we were going to have to lose one of them, and I was happy it wasn't Big T. I didn't get the name of it. I think it's called Fallout.
It sounds about right.
They're in cages, suspended. There's tiles at the bottom of the cage. They've got to move them out. Then there's a long rope that they've got to pull. Is the rope connected to the other ones?
I don't think so. No, it wasn't. Because I thought the same thing. Like, are they going to have to get in tug of war? But you know how long that would? No, because that would have taken forever. Because this challenge didn't take that long.
No, so fast.
Yeah.
And you get your hammer, you break yourself out. Huzzah.
Yep, down.
I thought this looked like a fun one.
Yeah. That's okay with it.
I'd be curious to know how long it was in all. Because, I mean, as far as the episode went, I mean, it was like the last 3 minutes of the show. I was looking at you as I was like fast-forwarding commercials, and I'm like, oh my God, like, is there not going to be an elimination?
You said it's going to be a cliffhanger. This is going to be a cliffhanger. We'll see it next week,
Very excited about Big T winning. Happy to see her back. The biggest takeaway I have from this was when they were having their final, like, speech, like, you know, TJ was saying, you know, Jessica, I hope you see you back. I hate the orange Under Armour situation.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe you said it. I don't like it either
so much. When it's just the like the quarter zip, that's fine with like a black pant. But when it's the orange bottoms, orange top, what is
none of this made sense. Even during the challenge, some of them were wearing black. It wasn't even that. Even during the challenge, some of them were wearing just black and orange or whatever else, and then some were wearing orange. And I was like, "What is it?" I'm so happy you said this because I was going to ask you. I'm like, are some of them liberos? Like they're just going to wear all orange and they get to dress differently? That was during the challenge itself. And now
the challenge, I thought Berna was the only one in orange pants. And I was like,
no, there were like 2 dressed in orange, and the rest were like orange and black, black and orange and black, top and bottom. But there were 2 like in full orange. I'm like, why do they get to be in full orange or whatever else? I don't get this.
No.
So
orange it is not flattering on most people.
But it's got to be like an Under Armour thing. Like these are our colors, and you guys are gonna deal it. So pay attention next episode. We'll find out. It could be just completely all red and blue are their colors, or black and white, or whatever else. We got to pay attention to this. We have to follow up on this because
they stick with the orange.
I have zero sense of fashion, folks out there. Dead serious. And for me to sit there and be like, what is going on? Why are they wearing just like that?
Remember there was a period of time when our friend who owns an Irish pub that we love would do all of his merch in orange, traffic orange.
Yes.
And then finally it was like, for the love of God, green.
Yeah.
Or gray or black.
Anything. Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Yeah. And that's, I was like having flashbacks to that. I'm like, why? Why with the construction green?
Yes.
I'm sorry, orange.
That's
another thing. I have a weird thing where I say orange for green and green for orange. So this is going to keep screwing me up too. So please,
maybe you're colorblind. 76% of males are colorblind.
Well, I'm a woman, so what does that mean?
I'm just saying. I'm not going to sit here and judge you. We're colorblind. That's why we can't dress ourselves. I mean, I don't know the difference between navy blue and black. That's for certain. So, yeah, but I'm so glad you pointed that out because I saw it and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
That's one of my biggest takeaways from the episode, which is such a weird takeaway, but hated that. So, we'll do our categories. Was there anything else that you noticed or would like to discuss about the episode? It was kind of, it was our introductory episode. So we kind of get the vibes of what we're doing. We're seeing some characters, but there were a lot of people we didn't really see at all or very little.
Whoa, we're getting into that when we get to the categories, who lost the episode or whatever. Don't get me wrong with that. We'll get there. Listen, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for the viewers. I don't like accents, so there's too many of them, but I'm fighting through it.
As you should.
And for the viewers, But that's not it. I'd like it to get you. What do you have anything to add into before we get to categories?
Not really. I mean, I'm excited to see when the champs come in because obviously, I mean, it's not like that's a spoiler. It's in the promos. We know that we're going to see champs likely for eliminations because he said you got to be a champ.
That's a dumb tease.
So, I want to see how that goes down.
They're screwing with us.
I enjoy Huey a lot. I find him very entertaining.
I don't.
I like Corey. Who else am I really liking?
Just check. You just keep
the beautiful girls from last season that are strong as heck athletes. Mariah, Olivia, Nerys. Happy to see Melissa back. Happy to see Big T. I'm rooting for Chauncey.
Yeah. Wasn't on the episode very much.
No.
Niels Kyland. No.
Obviously, I love Horacio.
Can we get to categories?
Okay. Who won the episode? I feel like there's an obvious winner.
Who?
Big T. I mean,
for win the challenge,
80% of the episode was her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
And she won the elimination.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with that.
And she's so cute and so charming. And had a great interview. I mean,
I agree. No, yeah. No, that's it. Yeah. I almost wanted to give it to Michelle too, though. But yeah, runner up. But yeah,
Michelle absolutely like a runner up.
Big T was good. Yeah.
Michelle is one of those that, love her or hate her, she finds a way to create a storyline.
Absolutely, she will be.
They always have a storyline.
She will be my roller coaster in the season for as long as she is, because there's times I can't stand her. But
I think because it's a more level playing field, she's not going to be as, I don't know, indecisive as she was last season.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Who lost the episode?
Us, 100% us. There's no doubt about it. No Horacio. No Horacio at all. That is ridiculous. I've been waiting for this. I'm so upset. And Olivia, too.
Right.
She just comes in, and then all of a sudden she's redhead, and they're not going to tell us that she's red and not blonde. But no Horacio. We are the losers in this episode. This is ridiculous. I need this. This guy is so good looking. I want to be like the Eclipse and be like, I can't look at him, and like blame my kid for not being that good looking, and blame the mother of my kid, be like, what happened to us? Like everything else, like how good looking is. And she is a delight of a human being. She needs to be more on. And then to be like, I have red hair now, and I'm like, wait, I don't know that person, because not a spoiler. You guys have watched this, are listened to enough that I forget people quite a bit. And I'm like, who is that? And I'm like, wait, Olivia, she was on our podcast. She was on our actual podcast. I know who that is, but now she's a redhead. And just tell me she's a redhead now. Give me a backstory of her now that she's a redhead. I don't care if they've done a preview. Do it now. But us, we have lost Horacio and Olivia. Two beautiful, great human beings. And guess what? They'll lead you to where we're going. And by like episode 4, I'll be like, you know what? It's too much. It's like, they'll be like Taylor Swift and Kelsey. I'll be like, you know what? They're giving us way too much of it. And I'll be criticizing all over. But that guy is too good looking to only put him in the background of a voting situation.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
I concur. I mean, that's not a route we've ever gone.
Yeah.
Like that we lost. Oh yeah, it is a bummer. You're right. Because even when I was like talking about like people I like and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, Horacio, love him. He's the best. Because he wasn't like on my screen to like remind me.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like,
he was never in this. He's just in the background, like, I vote for Big T. And I was like, whoa, no. That's not how this works. Look at that guy. Like, what's wrong with you?
He's so beautiful.
Yeah.
He's so beautiful. And I cannot wait to watch this love story between him and Nerys.
Oh,
I cannot wait.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that we talked about. Oh, yes.
My God.
Oh, they're going to have a field day with that. And again, like I said, I'm going to turn and be like, all right, enough's enough. But right now, come on, folks. I don't know. Who else could have lost this episode, though, by camera time?
By camera time? I mean, there's 2 losers. There's Callum.
Yeah.
You just kind of made yourself a villain.
Dude, it looks like, I mean.
Like, you made yourself a villain in a hurry.
All right,
like,
so.
Like, as far as, like, for women, you really. I don't feel like female viewers are, like, on your side at all right now. You're cheating, and then you basically told women not to stop.
Yeah, so.
Not a good first look. I think that you can come around, figure it out, but this was not a good
I'm not going to name names or whatever else, but I know what level where I put him at on former competitors or whatever else. And I don't want to, because I don't want to go down that negative of a column. But if there's someone who had a significant amount of camera time, I am going to co-sign with what you say there, because he looks bad and he is bad. I mean, there's no there's no coming back really. So
yeah. Berna also, but he more so than her.
She just
different leagues. It's different leagues. So yeah, he lost. Hopefully you can turn it around. It is episode 1. Who knows how many episodes the season will be? Probably like 37.
Yeah.
Got 90-minute episodes, but I didn't hate it this episode.
No, I didn't think it was long.
It flowed.
Yeah, the other ones where we've argued and been like, oh, another Jersey Shore or whatever else like that. This one wasn't bad at all. This one, yeah, it flowed well. Good call. Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Cringeworthy moment of the night. What made you cringe?
I think it's more like Berna. I didn't like her crying. I didn't like anything like that. Like, it just seemed like odd to be like, to pull yourself out and just be like, I thought I was going to do this. And that was for me. I just.
Keep going.
No, I just. Anything that she kind of like. It never felt like when she was on there, it was getting anywhere. It was more about me, me, me. And so, like, I just thought when she just rolled over, and it seemed like it would be like I don't know where they're at or what time it is, but like
earlier in the
evening, it seemed like no 8:30, and like I'm just, and then it goes. That's to me. I was like, come on, get over this. So that was.
Well, and like to agree with your point, like Colleen, who is what'd she say? She's a psychologist, psychiatrist.
Oh, okay.
And she's talking to her, and
maybe that was Telson.
She tried to give her like some sort of advice, and she's like, I don't want advice. I'm just venting. And granted, that's always a good thing to say, like when you're talking to a friend or a spouse.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
I do not want help. I just want to vent this out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with her tone, it was kind of like, ooh, okay, all right. Like, because you're like kind of digging yourself there, girl. Yeah. Like, but we'll see.
I'm going back with the cringe, though. I don't really think Colleen's a psychologist, but okay. I think she might.
You could probably look that up. I bet she is.
Okay. I think she majored in psychology. I don't think she's a psychologist, but okay. Yeah, but I'm sure we can.
You are like, people are gonna hate us with this blog. You hate accents.
I don't.
She
like
does
them.
not have.
Yeah, so what? I mean, what? Oh, you're such a. It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Don't like me. I don't care. Like, just keep watching. We give good points. Whatever else. That's great if you're that a big fan of Colleen or Colleen or whatever you want to call her. That's great. I don't care. Yeah.
She's done lots of shows. So she did like The Mole.
Yeah.
And then I guess she just did Bachelor or Bachelorette in Germany too. I think they just have like a group of people that does like a lot of shows there. And they just keep calling you.
There's people that are fans of this that just keep doing these things outside of we're fans of. I'm a fan of bananas and Lance. I guess, yeah.
Have you watched House of Villains yet?
No, I haven't.
You got to watch it. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good.
I got to get into that.
Yeah, because I want to talk to you about it because it's entertaining.
Okay.
I think the Jessica, like, just digging herself a hole, that was cringeworthy.
Yeah. But she's the one that voted for herself, right?
Yeah.
Come on, that's A1 to be like, well, I'm just gonna vote for myself. That's cringeworthy. Be like, yeah, that's not good. Like, that's why there's not champions here at all. Like, everyone else would be like, what did you just do? Like, what would Bananas do? The confession would be like, she just voted herself in.
Right. At that point, you just nominate yourself.
Yeah, that would be what would Bananas do, because that's one of our categories. He would be like, Bananas would be like, well, she voted herself in, and there's nothing else I can do about it, because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and move on. Yeah.
That's so entertaining. Yeah. Now, okay, I've had a question about this, because we like to do the What Would Bananas Do category, and we've done it, like, when Bananas is on, then we do, like, What Would Corey Do?
Yeah.
But Bananas is a champ, obviously. He's the winningest challenger of all time. Mm-hmm. Should we have a but somebody who's been on the challenge who's a vet that's never won before?
Absolutely.
You're looking at me like you know who I'm going to say.
Of course, yeah.
What would Nelly do?
Yeah.
Is that where you're thinking?
Sure, absolutely, okay. Yeah.
Because he had that bad car accident, so he's not going to be able to be on the show. Likely he would have been cast. We got to go with what would Nelly do?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, what do you think Nelly would have done?
He would have got right in between Callum and Michelle and gotten to like some weird threesome right away, and been like, I'm interested in her at the same time. That's what Nelly would have done, 100%. He would have given the speech too. Nelly would have given the speech.
Yes.
And he would have somehow been like, I don't know why she is spending time with him till 8:00 in the morning. She should be spending time with me. So like 8:03, he would have waken her up and been like, let's have a talk, and keep her up till like 3:00 in the afternoon, and been like, yeah, he would have made some weird love triangle out of it.
Okay.
But the speech would definitely happen. So that would.
Oh yeah, he would have.
Yeah, he would have done the speech.
And as he should.
Mm-hmm. But I love what would Nelly do in this situation. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Best line. It's got to be that. how he couldn't figure out teamwork makes the teamwork.
Yeah, it was a good title. Yeah, for once they
finally something that actually came up in the episode became the title. I think that's all as far as our categories.
Sure.
Really not a whole lot of tea that we haven't talked about. That's kind of all that we have.
All right.
At this point, do you have someone who you think is going to win?
No, absolutely not.
I don't
have
either.
No.
There's too many people left. There's not enough.
And you know me, I love to gamble, but I don't. I couldn't put a favorite of like a minus 150 or minus even 110, and those are usually your favorites. Whatever else, I don't have any situation at all who I think, especially when it's the whole thing. This is gonna take a good 5 episodes till finally I get to like a minus 125, minus 145, minus 150 till we get, because one wins, but you can also do out the top 3. Right now if I have to go with what producers give us,
okay,
it's still, I'm saying this right, I've been doing it way too long and I've been messing up. Still Horacio.
Oh,
Horacio.
Yeah.
He's the favorite to win.
Yeah.
That's what I know from this show. We've been doing this way too long. They're hiding him.
He's the cover of their Instagram page.
Yeah, they're hiding him.
Is that too much?
Nah, they're hiding him, and he will start to come forward in this whole thing.
Okay. I think that's a
he's the favorite, yeah. And I do believe Olivia will be there too.
For the final.
I think Jay should be thought about. Chauncey as well.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle. Big T. I think she'll make it at least halfway through. Yeah, that's about it for me. Who I think is going to be there too at the end. But yeah, I feel confident with what I just said. Yeah, Kylan should be there around there too. He knows how to do the social game as well. He does.
Kylan?
Oh,
Kylan.
Yeah, not no, yeah.
Yeah. And he studied the game and all that kind of stuff, allegedly.
Yeah, Melissa, she knows how to do something. Nerys knows how to do it too.
Melissa has made a final and competed in a final.
So those are the ones that know how to make it there, and they know how to use the social and figure out what producer doing. Yeah, I said Olivia. Yeah, I think those ones that I named will be right there. But I feel good, but I don't feel confident giving them a number Vegas wise till maybe about episode 4. So
I think that's fair. I think we kind of do like our own little spring training.
Yeah.
Couple episodes.
Sure.
Let us know what you guys think as well. Like who our front runners are. Also who we think is most entertaining as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is that all you got for me?
That's it.
I feel like we went through that really fast.
God.
All right, well, follow us on Twitter, Final Alliance 1, Instagram, Final Alliance, on YouTube, or where Final Alliance Podcast, or in Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts for Final Alliance Podcast. Thanks for watching.